Hey y'all, my name is Jordan. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a trust the process makeup routine and I'm going to show you all how I got this makeup look right here. I'm really excited to show you the whole in-depth process of my makeup routine starting from the skincare and the prep all the way to the end product. So without further ado, let's get right on into this video. Alright, y'all. Whenever I do my makeup at all, the one step I cannot skip is my skincare. I take that so serious. And right now I'm using a cotton pad and I have toner on the cotton pad and I'm just cleaning off any oils or dirt or leftover whatever that's on my face. And I'm making sure to get every last little crevice of my face. Skincare is so important. Do not skip this step. And this is the Dickinsons Witch Hazel Hydrating Toner that I'm using. And now I'm going in with the Glow Recipe Plum Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This is super moisturizing and it is my favorite moisturizer in the world. And I feel like my makeup just lays very beautifully on top of it when I moisturize my skin very good. Then I go on top with the Plum Hyaluronic Cream. And this just locks in those. It locks in the moisture, okay? I like to be really hydrated, especially if I'm getting ready to do a full face, which is what this routine is. And I called it a trust the process makeup routine because I noticed like 90% of the time that I'm doing my makeup, I look insane. I genuinely look crazy. But I prime my face with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I've actually been seeing a lot of mixed reviews on this lately, but this is my favorite primer. I feel like it works really well with my skin. I have oily and dry skin. My T-zone normally gets really dry, but like under my eyes gets super oily. Then I like to go in with a eyebrow brush from Real Techniques. And then I like to take the painted James Charles palette and use a light brown shade to map out and then draw and fill in my eyebrows. My eyebrows are definitely the biggest part of the trust the process because as you can see a few moments ago, I mapped out where I want my brows to start and I want them to end. And you're able to do that so that they're symmetrical to your face. Your brows shape your face, so you want to make sure that they're symmetrical and that they match your face shape. So I mapped them out and then it looks like I go crazy, but it's with intention. It's with intention. And then I take a Q-tip and I clean up all that eyeshadow. I like to use eyeshadow because I feel like it just has a natural looking finish when you clean it all up. Yeah, see, once it's all cleaned up, it just gives like natural, soft, beautiful brow. So I like to use eyeshadow. And then I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm going to take a darker shade on top, lighter shade on bottom. I didn't realize until later that I meant to grab the light medium shade, but I accidentally grabbed this porcelain beige shade to put under my eyes. But normally I wouldn't go this light under my eyes. I would use that to brighten up my concealer, but I didn't notice. And I was like, why is this so light? And then I go in with the medium shade to carve out the top of my brows. And I'm just using a flat brush from Morphs to carve out the top of my brows. And then I'm dragging down the darker concealer down to the middle. And I'm going to bring that all the way down to my nose. Then I'm going to take the leftover concealer on my brush and go over any leftover dark spots that I have on my face so that when I put my foundation on top, it covers better. This is a Real Techniques blending brush. I'm just going to blend out my concealer that's on my eyes and a little bit around my eyebrows. I like to do this because I think it's better if you start with your eyes first. Just in case you mess up, you can, restart and fix it all up quickly. Then I'm just going to go in and blend in those spots. And then I went in with a flat brush and kind of mixed in some of that darker concealer on my eyes because I realized that I did not mean to put this white shade under my eyes. But I'm going in with a Huda Beauty palette and a fluffy brush. And we're going for kind of a bronzy look. So we're taking this kind of burnt orange, burnt red, brick shade, whatever. We're going in with this darker shade on the outer corners of my eyes. And we're taking our time to pack in that color and then fluff it around. I like using a fluffy brush for this because it allows me to pick up a lot of pigment out of the palette, and then I'm able to play with that color and move it where I want it to go because I use a fluffy brush. So really easy to blend out. Then I'm taking a lighter shade, and that's what I'm going to put in my inner corner and kind of blend out that line because I didn't bring that darker eyeshadow all the way out to the middle. So I want to use that lighter shade and blend those two shades together. And then I'm going to go in with this orange shade out of the Painted palette called Creamsicle. This is just to brighten up the inner eye and also kind of be used as a transition shade to blend those two colors that I added together better. And then I'm going to go in with a shimmer on top. Eyeshadow has never been my strongest point. It's eyeshadow and it's eyeliner. Those two things always take me out when I'm doing my makeup. But I love doing my base. I'm going in with the what foundation do I use? I'll put it in the description, but it's the L'Oreal Infallible. I use the L'Oreal Infallible foundation, and then I'm going back in with my Tarte Shape Tape concealer underneath my eyes. I let that sit for a bit, and then I go in with a Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to blend that out under my eyes. I make the craziest faces, dude. Oh my gosh. Then I want to go in with another layer of Tarte Shape Tape in a lighter shade, and then I'm going to take my e.l.f. liquid contour, and I'm going to put that in all the places that I want to be defined and carve that out on my face. Bring those shadows back to my face because I am looking rather pale at the moment. So we're going to bring some life back to me. I'm blending this out with a Real Techniques sponge. And then I'm going in with a Real Techniques brush and blending out that lighter shade underneath my eyes. You want to take your time when you're blending because you don't want the concealer to get all patchy. Tap, don't drag. And then I'm going to spray some setting spray. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Not the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, the e.l.f. Power Grip setting spray. And then the e.l.f. Camo blush, liquid blush. We're going to underpaint a little bit. Going in with the Fenty Beauty, what is this called? The mattifying powder. And then I'm just going to set all over my face with a fluffy brush. And then this is the Juvia's Place contour bronzer. It's the bronzer. So this is the Juvia's Place bronzer, and I'm just going in and going over all those places where I contoured and bringing those shadows and that dimension back to my face. And then I'm going in with the One Size powder. This is the pink powder, and I'm going to set and bake underneath my eyes, also on my chin and my forehead, everywhere. I like to bake everywhere on my face. Carving out those highlights, carving out the nose, carving out the forehead. Those are definitely places where I tend to sweat. And then I got some mascara. I use the Essence mascara. Always put on mascara, and then I line my lash line with lash glue, and I put lash glue on the lash, let both of those dry, and then I put my lashes on. While the lash glue was drying, I'm brushing away all my powder, and then y'all, I thought I wanted to do a red lip so bad. I was dying to do a red lip because I'm like, it has to be cute, right? So I got all the cute little lip combo together, thinking I had it all figured out, but then I'm like, no, I look like a clown. I look like a clown. So this is me trying to figure out, do I like it? I'm trying to make it work. This is me trying to convince myself, oh, I look good looking in the mirror, but I'm like, absolutely not. So I'm like, okay, let me add some blush. Maybe the blush will balance it. Oh, nope. We've already moved on. I've got a brown lip liner, and we got the Fenty gloss in the shade Riri. Yep. Yes. I am very much satisfied now. And I have the Milani lip liner in the shade Saucy Toffee. Everything I used in this routine is going to be linked down below. And then I'm gonna set my face with the Power Grip setting spray from e.l.f. And this is just I was about to say a quick makeup look, but no, this is a literally like 2-hour makeup look that I condensed down to 10 minutes. So thank you for trusting the process with me. And this is where we started. Like, can you believe it? We made it all the way here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what other videos you would like to see from me. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye.